24 hours from this exact moment, a man named Daniel Osei will check his phone and see a number that makes him sit down on the floor of his own kitchen. He is not a founder. He is not an investor. He has worked the same job for 6 years, on his feet, moving boxes on a warehouse floor for $19 an hour. In the next 24 hours, a single deadline buried in a piece of paper he signed years ago is going to quietly turn him into a millionaire, and almost nobody around him is going to know it happened. We are going to walk through every one of those hours: the shift he still has to work, the text message that almost wrecks everything, the moment 2 years ago that could have destroyed this outcome completely, and the exact minute, down to the second, where his net worth crosses $1 million. By the end of this video, you will understand the real mechanism behind stories like this one, the one thing almost every finance video skips, and why so many people who are sitting on this exact kind of wealth have no idea it is happening to them. The clock starts now. 23 hours before, Daniel clocks in for his regular shift like it is any other Tuesday. He scans a pallet. He checks a manifest. His supervisor asks him to cover an extra hour because someone called out sick, and he says yes because that is what he has always done. Nobody on this floor knows that 6 years ago, the small logistics software company he joined as employee number 31 gave him stock options as part of his signing paperwork. Back then, the company was worth almost nothing. The options felt like a formality, a line on a form he barely read. 18 months ago, that small logistics software company was quietly acquired by a much larger firm. Daniel's options converted into real shares, and under the terms of that deal, those shares have been locked, unable to be sold for exactly 1 year after the acquisition closed. That lock is called a lockup period, and in 23 hours, it expires. 19 hours before, Daniel is on his lunch break when his phone buzzes. It is a message from the brokerage account the company set up for him. The subject line says his shares will become available to sell at 9:30 tomorrow morning when the market opens. He opens the account. The number on the screen says $941,000. He puts the phone face down on the table and finishes his sandwich because he has learned the hard way not to trust a number that can move. 16 hours before. This is where we need to go back 2 years because what happens next only makes sense once you understand how close this story came to never happening at all. 2 years before this night, the company Daniel worked for was struggling. Rumors were going around that it might shut down completely. His shares at that point were worth about $40,000 on paper, and a private buyer offered to purchase them directly from employees, cash in hand, no waiting. Daniel almost said yes. $40,000 felt like more money than he had ever seen at once. He filled out half the paperwork. He stopped only because his brother told him one thing: read the buyout offer twice and ask what the buyer knows that you do not. That single pause is the reason this story exists. If he had sold that day, there would be no 24 hours to count down tonight. There would just be $40,000 spent years ago and a warehouse shift that never changed. 12 hours before. Back in the present, Daniel sits at his kitchen table doing something most people in his position never bother to do. He is running the actual math. His shares are currently worth just under $1 million, but that number depends entirely on the stock price at the moment the market opens. Stock prices move. If the price drops 5% overnight, he loses close to $50,000 before he even wakes up. This is the part almost every video about sudden wealth skips completely. Nobody explains that becoming a millionaire on paper and becoming a millionaire in your bank account are two very different events, separated by a decision that has to be made in a narrow window of time. Daniel writes 3 numbers on a sticky note: sell everything at market open, sell half and hold the rest, or hold all of it and hope the price keeps climbing. He does not decide tonight. He goes to sleep instead, because his alarm is set for 5 in the morning and he has a full shift before the market even opens. 7 hours before. Around 1 in the morning, Daniel wakes up and checks his phone out of habit. Overnight trading shows the stock down slightly, about 2%. His paper value has dropped by roughly $18,000 while he was asleep. His chest tightens. He almost opens the trading app to set a sell order right then at 1 in the morning in the dark, which is exactly the kind of decision that turns a good outcome into a bad one. He puts the phone down, unopened, and forces himself back to sleep. This moment, small as it looks, is the second turning point of the entire night. 3 hours before, Daniel is back at work, same floor, same boxes, because the deadline in his brokerage account does not care what his job schedule looks like. He checks his phone during a 5-minute break. Overnight losses have reversed. The stock is back to almost exactly where it started yesterday. He has made his decision. He is not going to sell everything the moment the market opens. He is going to sell exactly enough to pay off his remaining debt and put a real down payment aside and hold the rest. Because selling out of fear at 9:30 in the morning is not a strategy, it is a reaction. 30 seconds before 9:30. Daniel stands in the break room instead of the floor, watching a small countdown on the trading app. His supervisor calls his name over the radio for a delivery that just came in. Daniel says he will be right there, in 1 minute, and does not move from the spot he is standing in. The market opens. The lockup releases. For the first time in 6 years, Daniel Osei is legally allowed to sell shares that have been sitting in a folder in a kitchen drawer since the day he signed his first employment contract. He sells 40% of his position at the opening price. The trade clears in under 4 seconds. The number that lands in his account, combined with the value of the shares he still holds, crosses $1,011,000. He is standing in a break room in a company polo shirt, 40 seconds late for a delivery, and he is a millionaire. He picks up the radio, tells his supervisor he is on his way, and finishes the delivery like it is any other Tuesday. Because to everyone else on that floor, it still is. Here is what actually happened in those 24 hours, stripped of the drama. A stock option grant, 6 years old, converted into real shares during an acquisition. A 1-year lockup period expired at a fixed time. And a single calm decision, made the night before with a spreadsheet instead of a feeling, turned a paper number into real, usable money. That is the entire mechanism. No luck, no lottery, just a contract most employees never read closely enough to understand, and a single calm decision made at exactly the right hour. If you want to see the exact spreadsheet decision behind a moment like this, the one that decides whether someone keeps their wealth or loses half of it in a single year, watch the video on screen now called The $47 Decision That Separates a $10,000 Saver from a $1 Million Saver. It picks up exactly where tonight's countdown ends.